Hello there everybody. This video is going to be a devlog of some sort, or just a way to showcase the map from an outside perspective. As when this video will be uploaded, my 60 subscriber special will already be done and you will have seen how it is played. If not, there will probably be a video of the traps individually on the channel too, maybe later, maybe before this video. I'll see about it. But now I'm going to be talking about the technical side of the map. So, first of all, the spawn room. A very basic design, I guess, with building. Because we got here some command blocks to get to the map selection, to get for the settings that I guess more or less required, or at least I request you to use them. It's just like the minimum requirements that I ask you to use for the settings. And also we have the creators and playtesters and the explanation how that one works. So if you go here and see where the explanation is, basically just a couple of command blocks with a chain of repeaters. All of them are just using the /say command, which can do that. Like if I do /say hi, that would be saying hi, and because I said it, the thing in brackets is my username. But if I rename the command block, which I have command block here, let's say subscribe, then I have the button 2, if I place it down, say and like, and make it, then it says subscribe and like the thing that you should do. Now if you continue on, the teleporters, very easy, 2 command blocks, just gonna teleport the closest player to the located destination and just say whoosh to make it nicer, I guess. And with the creators and playtesters, just a couple of pages and such for all the creators that have worked here, which was me. And at the time of creating this video, the only playtesters are here, just 3 friends of mine. So yeah. Now if you head over to here, you can see how it works for the minimum requirements. And if you're wondering with this was actually just me trying to make a randomizer. So I don't know if it still works. No. I could try. I believe if I press the button, yeah, it supposedly says a random number. But or it's like, it's kind of random-ish, but you see the numbers aren't always random, and it really depends on when you press it. So I eventually just stopped this design, stopped using it, might even get rid of it soon. Now you guys might also be wondering how I did the token exchange, which if you're wondering, this is how it looks before I started the subscriber special, because this is recorded before. But basically behind there are villagers, which these tokens, I don't know if you will be seeing it later, but they are, let's see if here, they're basically just custom items that are kind of made with commands, which then with a chest and a special, I think, plugin from Vanilla Tweaks made it so that I'm able to make custom trades. Like here, a token for an exchange token, which then can be used, like here, throat horns to be annoying, or if you want to survive extra for a totem of undying, but it is expensive. And while I'm here, I will just say it's right now thanks to Vandals Gaming and this crew, I guess, for giving me the inspiration on making a Deathrun map. otherwise this would not have happened. But basically, with the command, with this, just the last row is always the output, first and second row are the inputs, more or less, for the trade. So that's pretty easy. I mean, I also have potions here. You can see I did do like the rest of the crew that played Minecraft to my knowledge, probably even more. And I do have room for many more. Now, if we go to the very first map, the Netherforge. No wait, let's go first to the map selection. Just check that out. So here, I mean, this is all before I did the map. Here behind these doors are the command blocks, and basically, like here's going to be another. Basically, just a command block that fills like from that point to that block all over there, including the command block. So it's all gone, and the place is open, which before is not unlockable yet. Also, here is the token exchange teleporter, and all of these pressure plates here on the ground, even on the other place, on the hub, there are checkpoints below, just to make sure that your, I guess, checkpoint respawn point is always reset. Now, if we go here, I mean, the signs are pretty easily made. It's just a button with a whoosh, and as you can see, I made use of naming command block. Of course, we got a back to hub, another spawn point, and then we go over to the site where I will be doing the subscriber special. I should say. Where here I have a button to reset the entire course. As you can see, it spams the chat very much. But basically, that resets every trap here, because I have a clever mechanism that makes it so that, well, here is at least how I did it, that everything is reset. Because I always have like an extra thing here to the side, because this is like the main trap part, and this is the reset mechanism. Basically, just it's saying it and such. So the way it works, I'm gonna start there with how the trap works. So, you know, you press the button and this happens. The trap activates and does this thing. Now, if you go over here, you can see that this block has turned from stone to a structure void. I've done that to make sure that this command here, which is actually a fill command, just fills only this block. It only works if this block is stone, and then when activated, because there's the activation switch, this would then turn into redstone if it was stone, activating the system, turning him to structure void. And here to reset, it just turns that structure void into stone, or whatever block that may be. And now with the trap itself, I should say, it's just two fill commands. Just fill some with nether wart and fill with structure voids. And I did it with structure voids just in case I want to do something extra with it, because I might want to. So as you can see, a lot of structure voids. And if I just replaces the structure void. Which structure voids you may not know, but they can like block flow of water and lava, or basically just fluids. As you can see here, water isn't flowing anywhere else, so it's pretty handy. Definitely in building if you want to let water flow in a specific area. As you can see here with reset trap, it's a little bit more complicated, as it also fills in like more places, because I thought this would probably be like the most difficult easy trap, I believe, that I made. Basically just makes a tightrope, which is still pretty easy. And I did make sure that it's always 5 blocks, so you couldn't just jump over here. Later you see there will be jumps for that. And I guess, yeah, this video I will also, I guess, show the traps off. But that's trap 1, which I called lava pit. I also have them named everywhere. And here we have lava pit, and just again. Just basically the same principle, but in this case it's only resetting it. But no, only just removing the nether bricks. And for the rest, nothing special. Next up, the glass wall. As you can see here, I just turn a wall into glass and hoping it will fall in the lava. Which basically is again with structure blocks, structure voids, and just filling the area with the correct block. Pretty easy at least. Didn't take me too long to all understand. And here, this one is where I really started to learn a bit more about command blocks. As you can see here, a wither skeleton floor trap, as I described it. Basically, you fall into a pit, skeleton spawn, and after a set amount of time, the wither skeletons die, including players, because every entity is killed. So if we go up, as you can see here, this is basically the mechanism that starts it. So here, it's basically just using it all, and one of these, I think this one, makes this block turn to redstone, and this one just turns back to stone, and this just is all the spawning, which is pretty simple. It's just a simple summon command. Also set block is very often used. But then to kill it, I had to learn how to kill everything in a distance, which in practicality it's actually pretty simple, I guess, because you're gonna use an execute command and make the command block more or less think. Let's execute it like in one spot. So like, for instance, this spot or maybe this spot, I'm gonna make the command block think that's there, and then when I use the distance command, it will just do the distance from there. And I didn't know at first, but the distance is actually, you have to do 2 dots. The reason I don't know, but without the dots it does not work. So that's something I had to learn. And now for now I only have used the I guess technical side of the traps, the technical effects, I guess. And as you can see here, just a lava shower, make some walls go there, and eventually the glass wall will go away. But I got too lazy and yeah, I just let the lava flow on its own. And I guess in that time the person here activating the traps can just go to the next one, which is the lava floor. This one, as you can hear, it's powered by pistons. So basically there are pistons down below that retract once it's activated, and afterwards just goes up again. Not that difficult. If you go down below, as you can see here, just a lot of pistons with a couple aren't pistons, and then just this whole side of redstone blocks turn to stone to make it easier. Now let's see, the next one we got are blazes. I thought, because I want the first team to be a nether fortress, not really difficult to make, it's not that difficult, because it's like the more nice side of the nether fortress, I guess. And I want this lava well to be like a center point, because then I want to turn it to this side, this type of deal with the nether rack. So I want the lava well, but what would I want to do with it? I guess maybe try the lava floor. No. Make the lava flow out. No, it's not a nether, so it wouldn't go so far. So what I did was actually spawn blazes. And quite a couple actually. 5 to be exact. And they would start fighting, I guess. But because this area is so big and the the distance when killing is in a square, I had to use multiple points of multiple commands, because I wanted to use multiple spots. So here you can see these are all of the summon commands, and then I don't know for sure. Yeah, here are all the kill commands, basically just 4 of them. Yeah, 4. Yeah, sometimes I do also on the bottom here, but not always. But I have 4 of these commands, and basically just in certain strategically placed spots, which make it so that the entirety of the room is used. So like maybe one here. Oh yeah, structure voids are used there. So structure void there. Just at the place of these structure voids, there are the places. Which isn't that difficult. I do wonder, are the structure voids replaced? No, okay. This means that I did the walls separately. So that wall and that wall is by 2 different commands. From I think the next map on, I use the I just use it in all. Just from that spot all the way there to all the way down there, all the structure voids will just turn into glass, which makes it more efficient, I guess. Also, sadly, there's a little flaw, I guess, with the design. But oh well. Next here, this is a just another technical effect, I guess, because its commands just lets the lava flow with actually a safe spot there, and also on this side. Just some filler, because I want to have lots more room, I guess, for the next part, which this one is called drop floor. Next we have lava walk runway. Just a simple walkway. If you're fast enough you can make it, otherwise the lava will get you. Not that difficult. Then here I thought like I needed to get a corner, and I made it so that I believe the nether wart, yeah, the nether wart just got disappeared for a short while and then reappears. So when you're trying to do the jump, you can fall into the lava. So it's not that difficult probably to avoid. And if you're good enough at parkour, which some of you may be, you can actually do this jump. It's not that difficult. Maybe it is. But if you know how to do it, then I guess it's pretty easy, but you do have a corner here in the way. So there you should be, I guess, worried of. Then here we have another trap. Lots of lava. And yeah, I did use a lot of command block, barrier blocks, just to make sure that you won't escape. Because this is a open area where this actually took me quite a while, because this is all handmade and I'm actually pretty proud of it. Looks like natural terrain at least, and I'm happy of it. But it did mean I need to use a lot of barriers because, oh god, no. Okay, now you're gonna see how I did these signs, because it's just a red dye here. And just sign. Just gonna give it a new name, I guess. Just the glow insect for the glowing part, and the color is red dye. But this one, as you can hear, practical effects. It's with pistons to make a floor. And because I want also lava flowing down, and I guess I want to fill the space here, I did let one from here go down, and I guess in one of the holes. And I did make sure that you couldn't escape. So don't try it. And next up, because I mean under here there's also a lot of, I guess, lava and such, that I really worked hard on making the structures and such. So if you activate this fall trap, you see here is again lava. And also I did put like hints or secrets, I guess, in here. Like every map has a armor stand as a secret of some sorts. So here we have Moose Knuckle, just here with the fire, I guess. I didn't know who to put in certain spots, so you just thought, just do it. Yeah, you can see here lava flowing down. Took quite a while to also get all the lava here, but eventually I did it. I think, yeah, from this point on, okay, that's still normal command block. I don't know. Okay, so if this is still normal command block, okay. I do know that certain, I don't know if it's here yet, but at least one map I used a different technique, like a lot. And this is just a regular trap, I guess, still. Next, we have shoot into the air. It's just another distance command. Barriers come up. Levitation is given to every player or entity in the radius, and you just fly up to the lava, which again, barrier blocks, so no way of escape. And then of course here we have a skeleton trap, not that special, but instead of glass, I use now brick fences, and eventually they die. Also, that other wall is barrier blocks, so don't try and escape. Also, I might as well put here some barriers. Why not? Safety first. And now my most difficult trap at a time, that really took some thinking, is the decision doors, or just pick a door. Basically, you press a button, in this case snelrek, and then if I do here /spawn point, if you then go over the trap, you die. Which has a very simple mechanism, I guess, but it takes quite some time. So I'm gonna go out here, and as you can see, this is not the easiest thing to understand. I even put here, why must this be so complicated? So what happens here, which I don't know which one is which. Okay, so the right side is the netherrack. The material thingy, not the quartz. So basically it puts here a redstone block, which then gets converted back to stone, but sends a redstone signal to here. This one basically, one of these makes this block turn to structure void, so that then quartz wouldn't work. Let's see. Then also this one is turned to stone, so that the signal can pass through here and not there. And maybe also this, make sure that this one also isn't stone. So this one gets turned to structure void of one of them, I think. Eventually, when activated, of course, this one, when it's still stone, will work, but only if it's I guess stone. But I didn't use a fill command here. Yeah, not even here. Also, this line I will come back to later, this long redstone line. But eventually the signal goes through here with the stone block, and this one just activates it. And this is just a reset mechanism. Way too many things that had to be reset here, so that took a little bit of time. And basically what happens, the one that's activated just gets redstone dust here with a kill command. Not that difficult. Maybe you can get through if your friend just goes on the pressure plate and you quickly follow after before the pressure plate's reset. That's not always. Yeah, then next up, the last part. It's basically just the end, for if you win, I guess. It's basically just a little explanation here. Step on the pressure plate to take a token for winning, which basically gives you the nether token, and then back to hub. Now the person playing that doesn't get it, because of course he didn't go through the traps. But we got here a give command, which basically gives the item. It's a long command, which I actually just gotten more or less from a site that generates this kind of commands. Very thankful for it. We also got a TP command, like a tick later, so I'm sure you will get the reward first. And of course, whoosh, very common. Now you might wonder that long line, which also basically this map is just a U shape. The long line here, it's basically a way to activate all traps at once. To basically do a stress test on the server in a way. It's basically on all maps, you place a button here and press it, and now look at the chat, right? All of them activate, and all in order. 14, oh, 15 was already activated, probably. And as you can see there in the distance, it's activated. Now, and reset course does it all again. So that's just a different way of doing that. And this bar here is just to count how long it is, because this was eventually like the random distance of 8. And also I have here and there some signs placed for fun, I guess. As you can see here, at around this point I'm building the user on the YouTube channel called Kreuner, you've probably heard of it. And I use 7 alt accounts to subscribe to me and get my subscriber goal faster, but I wasn't even 25% done at that point. Basically, I didn't even have this map complete. I wanted to do 4, and oh boy, what was it, a lot of time and effort. It's basically 3 days, like 3 full days of working in a way. If I go to no, not here, statistics, if we scroll down here, you can see like time played 3 days, and as 15 is probably just me with a friend, with another playtester, I guess. Basically those 50 minutes you can interpret as just with playtesters, I guess. That was like a thing, and he also unsubscribed already. At the time of recording, a other person subscribed and unsubscribed again. There's a lot of accounts, I guess. Here, this terraforming took way too long. Yeah, this is my first actual project with lots of terraforming, which took actually quite some time. I did also put some more random signs here, like r/thanks I hate it, because I was bored, I guess. But that's map number 1. Next up, this may be let me just get rid of all of this. This may be called map number 3, or at least it's numbered number 3. But it is the second one that I made, and I want to do it like all first on that side, just so I have the layout and such completed. But this is the stronghold. 15 traps just like the last time, but it has more things, I guess. More traps and such. Wait, I'll first go to the no, that's a spoiler. Okay, yeah, that's that one. I'll first go here and just show you from the perspective of the I guess the runners, which how it goes. Because from the perspective of the live stream, most likely I will be most of the time deaf, so I'll be behind the glass activating the traps. It's basically not that difficult. I am flying through it currently, but still, it's a unique experience, I guess. You really feel different from place to place. Now I am gonna just go like this back to hub. And also, while building eventually the server host that I used, just to be sure that this works on servers, Aternos, automatically updated the version of the game. So I eventually had to retest every trap if it still works, because I originally started building this on 1.19.2 and now it's 1.19.3, which also means why I don't have Optifine, sadly. But then again, here we have another 15 traps, this time in a stronghold. Now, pretty much the same things. Floor trap, just some lava. And this one, I believe, yeah, just automatically goes back to normal. Here, same thing, but then the lava goes in the middle. Which I used also quite a bit of lava for this one because it's a stronghold, I guess. Here it's just the distance command with combined with TP, so that people will drown there. I will probably just use the /kill command afterwards to that player, just to be nice, I guess, and make it go faster. Now this one, I learned to do the particle effects. I mean, it's just another kill effect, but explosions are included. So if you go behind here, and yes, I didn't have much room here. Yes, this is like the end room. Because I first started building, and then I did the commands. It's just so I have the main thing designed. But basically, also the play sound effect. First time ever using that, because the effect only doesn't give sound. But I had to learn it, I guess, and it's just another execute command. Quite a bit of them I used all around. And then, of course, a kill command. And let's see, that's the walls. Some air, that's the cake. And that's just the particle, which is another command. Also, I always thought it might be called TNT explosion or something, or creeper, but no, it's explosion emitter. It's called a particle of that, if you're wondering. So I always numbered the traps on the outside, just to make sure it's all fine and dandy. Next up, also something new for me, a stair fall that makes the stairs go away. Of course, castle wall. But I mean, getting the stairs rid of is quite easy. Just replace it with structure voids. But in this case, they need to be facing that side. And that way, and for that I just had to do F3, and to the right you can see facing east and a targeted block. Which basically, when filling this all in, I have to make sure it's facing that side. As you can see, pretty normal, I guess. Quite a delay before it's reset. For these back to being traversed again. Here, another practical effect, just another lava floor. Also, reset trap only just resets more or less this button, so you can activate it again. Next, zombies. This one is just like the blaze one, but because I'm gonna go away for the sound. Because I believe the game is in hard mode. Slash game. No, slash difficulty. No, it's easy. Oh, then I'll keep it easy then. Because it's because of the difficulty, you can change it if you're an admin. Maybe too hard, which basically changes even the spawns. When I had it too hard, one time doing testing, like more baby zombies and zombies with armor spawned. So basically made it more difficult to survive. Even though you will die if you're caught up in it. Here I actually used the clone command for the collapsing bridge. Now if we go up here, here's the sample that I took. Not that, I guess, difficult, but I did, let me see, yeah, here I used this point and then also this point with building, just to make sure that I got 2 points of interest, I guess, to clone, which make this collapsing bridge effect. Next up, I needed to get a corner, so I guess a little bit down, because the stronghold, I guess, also moves vertically quite a bit, around for quite a bit, and I'm trying to, I guess, get that effect also in the map. Here just blocks go away and makes you fall. I do believe that, yeah. Oh, yep, glass there, just so you don't make it. Because gotta be evil. Ha ha ha. Next up, the trap that you will most likely die to if you're in it. Well, like, you will not survive. Because this is a lot of cave spiders. As you can see, my chat is full of it. So many cave spiders. And all of them die. But this is basically just a, I guess, a maze of some sorts. If I go here, lots of cobwebs, but the only way to traverse it is, or at least safely without touching the webs, is this way. Is I made sure it at least exists, so you don't have to touch it. But yeah, and also a secret. There was also the first secret, or the one and only secret that I also put in a hint and sneak peek on the Discord server. He was actually in it, but nobody said anything about it. So yeah. Also, if you didn't know yet, this is a Deathrun. This is Big Jiggly Panda, I believe, from the crew, I guess, from Venus' crew. So, if we continue, make sure this is reset, I guess. We have creepers. This one, I guess, yeah, lots of creepers, so you probably will survive. Not that special. And then here, because I wanted multiple types of rooms that are, I guess, seen in the stronghold, I wanted them also be in here. So for instance, here's like a well type and thing, and then here a roof. Now what's above it, I didn't know really, or like, I was too lazy to check, so eventually I just made it so like this. You wouldn't know what's above that too, and I just made you go walk around. And if you would think, just go like here, nope, the player is too thick. And this arrow is just a couple things, couple characters, nothing major. But here I spawn a skeleton of fun, which is a pun. Just some skeletons that I'm gonna shoot. So nothing too special here. Next is another picador, which you guys have already seen before. Basically the same mechanism, maybe a little bit more refined, but still in essence the same. Also the library one. This is basically the amount of spiders that spawn. Every like spot here is another location that they spawn at, and they always spawn in pairs of 6. So it's quite a bit. I think these command blocks basically activate these, and I would probably could have done a fill command now that I'm thinking about it. But well, no need for optimizations, it works, you gotta keep it that way. Now next one, this one, the stairway to hell, just a stairway to lava. It's pretty simple to get rid of, but this more or less animation took quite a bit of time, which you can see here. I even labeled it in a way. It starts from there and goes all the way to the end, and just all one after each other, with a little delay, not too much, but still a delay nonetheless. And then we already have trap number 15, a broken end portal. Now I don't know what people would be thinking when they see this, but I always try to keep it a simple design, I guess, with the traps, to make it obvious whenever something could be a trap. So like these blocks, safe here, and this indicates that that side of the stair, I guess, is could be dangerous, and doing that side of course. And maybe people think, oh boy, it's here dangerous, and also got your spawner. I'm not gonna put a silverfish in it, because that would actually spawn them, and of course an end portal active, but then again not. It's just a trick with placing the frames the other way around. But this trap is very simple. Here come blocks and here is lava. So I will show you now the very simple technique. As you can see, lava, it will probably die of burning, and if not that, then it would die of just layer. And then here is another you win place. Let's see. It does have another activate all button, of course. If I just reset all, just in case, and activate all, as you can see, all of them start getting activated, and then the after effects, I guess, with more commands. Which, if you're an admin, I guess, on the server, you will see this, and probably in single player too. At the moment I have it at least active, just so I know that things will go correctly and not wrong. Now these two I have given hints of on the Discord server, and I guess here map number 2 I haven't really, which this map is the end city. Another 15 traps, and this one is more swervy, more movements. But again, this is more difficult, I guess. But then again, another lava floor. And here, another practical effects. Also made it in a corner here. Then you have levitation. Walls appear, and you get levitation. And you go into lava. Even if you fall down, you will still be burning. Here, you just fall. You are able to survive because of the end rods. Just a little help, I guess. But again, nothing really special. Here, this one. When I first made it, it was practical effects. I used just a whole lot of pistons and would actually lag out the server. But now it's just commands and only like 4 pistons to basically retract the certain specific blocks to make a parkour. So it's actually survivable, but you probably won't survive. Here, stairway to heaven. You would think the stairs will fall. No, you get levitation and go into the lava. Maybe you will survive because of the end rods, but I highly doubt it. And here, lava floor. Nothing too special, just more lava. Pretty easily. And here, because I want to go up, I have a levitation here. I did say certain things here. Make sure to go to the platform. So you get levitation, and behind you, here, is the platform. Not that difficult. Just another give effect. Not in a radius this time, but just to the closest player. You can stand on here, but a big part of it will be lava here. I did do some here because, of course, that also gotta go up. What if he misses? He can at least survive. And this one I call Idiot Sandwich. Basically just getting between lava, which isn't that difficult, I guess. So next up, well, levitation is still active. Oh. Okay, so the next one, not a lava parkour, of course, just pistons and such. Also, now I realized I didn't show how that piston stuff works. So if we go down here, basically these blocks get to these blocks are for a moment stone, and then they turn into redstone, making this active, I guess, again. Now the reason why this isn't symmetrical, but I wanted it to, actually took quite a bit of time to make it as symmetrical as possible. At least the arch is, like the turn. Sadly, like near the end, I wasn't able to. And that's all for the part here. Here, the let's see, that's the start. The stairway down, because of all the lava, I wasn't able to really make the arch because it was blocking the way. Which I guess is sad, but I'll have to deal with. Next here, I call this one blocked. Basically what it does, very simple, a wall there. And that makes them fall into lava. Now I did do some redstone. Basically trying to get this, I guess, timing right wasn't the easiest. But it works. And then you come here, fall into, I guess, just chest with water. It saves your fall and doesn't really do too much. I mean, you can still do everything you want on it. So just a very little water layer that saves you. But the way that I made these is probably like the more technical side, I guess, again. If we go down here, basically they press the button, which is this block. It activates this redstone, activating the piston for them to go up. Next, command block gets activated, activating this redstone, or this block, making it redstone and then back. Eventually is a timer for this piston. And I used blast furnaces because they don't look as ugly as the other blocks that don't move. And I want to stay a bit in the team, I guess. Now if I find my way back, let's just make another hole. But that's basically just a way of blocking them. Which actually, when the last playtest was here, he tricked me because doing more or less this of some sort, making it so he doesn't really get hit by that block, and tricking me in activating a trap, which is a technique I guess people can do. Now this one, just another lava floor. I want to be not too cruel this time, but I'm making it more difficult. There are safe spots, which are these blocks, but to get across, you need to parkour like so, and that's a fail. But you can get the picture from this at least. A bit of parkour. I might even reset the trap because I know probably one person or maybe two that will be playing this. Like this is recorded before the surprise special, but I know like 1 or 2 people that will play during the special won't be that good at parkour. This is another clone command. Very easy, nothing too major. Next this I guess also normal. Yeah, you are able to turn them, but you aren't able to destroy them in adventure mode. And next here, because I want to have an open room, I guess, a void-like room, to make it like a bridge to the end ship, I had to use a different means of actually activating. As you can see here, the button, they don't have command blocks. Better seen here with trap 15. They're just buttons, no command blocks. But if we go up here, go all the way over here, you can see the design that I made to do it. So basically we have a repeating command block that checks if the button is powered, I guess. Which basically, this is basically just another execute command. So execute if the block, the birch button in this case, is powered, so powered through, then it will set this block to stone, making this storage activate, and activating this block is just another fill block that does this, and then the trap gets activated like normal. Which is just another one of those. Not that difficult at least. And also, here in this case, lots of command blocks. So yeah. Yeah, I'll probably after the stream, well, after this video, after the warning. Probably cover at least the runner side up, so like a roof here, because this trap you will die by getting levitation, like that. It actually jump scared me a little bit. I'm just gonna go quickly to the dig, because I'm not gonna make any cuts in this video. I think my content is like best just in long form, and editing it wouldn't really be me, I guess. But here, I mean, you fall, you still survive, but you cannot get up. You gotta do the parkour, which I did make an easy parkour. I did that because, well, not everybody is as good as parkour as I am. And from this point on, you basically won. You go down here, all the way down, and here just in the back of the ship, so basically behind you, and you win place. Also broom stand just for decoration. And actually for this ship, it might look very familiar to the actual thing, with a little difference, like here the ladder is cut off, and a terrorizer here on top, which actually is pretty good content creator, I guess. Maybe also cover this place also up in command in barrier blocks later, because oh no wait, continue with the ship, I guess. I actually took screenshots in game in single player world of an ant ship, and I recreated it in here. There's also command blocks and such. Down here there are also command blocks doing certain things. This is like the winning place. Not too difficult, I guess. But here, this is just a command that gives levitation in, I guess, 2, maybe 3 spots. But up top is a difference. Here I have commands that check if there's a an entity on the roof, I guess. And if that's the case, then it would kill them. Which basically makes sure that you die because of the levitation. So nothing too special or out of the ordinary there. So that's basically this place. Yeah, as you could have seen when I flew back, you would have seen how the map is. But it's a pretty good map. Took me quite some time. Like it took me 3 days of playtime. Of course it takes long. And again here reset course. This time it's on the right side, I believe. I think it's, yeah, it's right here next to the button. Activate it and every trap is activated. Like that. Gonna reset them just in case if needed. Now next up we have map number 4, which there were no sneak peeks or anything about. Map number 2, like that one, actually had a sneak peek, more or less just me making a screenshot of this, just showing that I have to use this kind of contraption, this difficult contraption. So if we now go to map 4, which actually is a woodland mansion, which this took me the longest time to build, or at least real life time. In-game time not really, but eventually I got I lost interest, I guess, in the project, and that made me stop building for a while. So this is the woodland mansion. Here, that is actually on top, because I wanted this all to be a walkway, or at least a hallway more or less, with rooms in between. And the traps are activated by buttons here, which I like with this mechanism, and I need to reset this place still. First thing we do, reset course. Of course, 1 to 15 reset. And of course here, but also that one, all the places have a way of activating immediately. Now, this one uses also a lot of command blocks as seen here, but more or less all of them do. Or at least the NCD didn't take that much, but yeah. Here, if I can also, I would like to mention, every place basically has on top at the start a chest of more or less a bunch of the blocks that I used. Oh god, I'm recording a video. Just give me a moment. Move. Yeah, he's a play tester. I'm gonna message him. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna message him about it, and yeah. Just give me a moment. Alright. I said that I said that it was recording, so hopefully he won't disturb me any further. He would then I hopefully understand that I kicked him. Also these I can get rid of. Here I'll keep. But here start off just. What happened there? Okay, maybe a visual glitch. What did he actually do? So he joined spawn point, and okay, nothing major. And then here's just zombies, pretty basic. Here, barrier blocks are used here to make sure you would not be able to guess past it. Might as well probably maybe another layer or something. You know, I'll do it now. I'm gonna do slash fill. Take that spot. Take that spot and barrier here. And this way you can fill places. Now this one I got actually, for the naming at least, inspiration from a friend of mine, a playtester. He wanted more or less a WWE type of trap. I sort of made one a little bit earlier on in the video. Don't remember which one exactly. There, you just get trapped in with a Vindicator. And if you don't know, he when he's angry, he gets an axe. He starts killing you. Next we have a Starfall, which recently added buttons at the bottom because of the newest playtester, which was Cody. He somehow lived like a fall. It's a later trap that he survived, but like not this trap. But he did survive one. That is just the same as the other Starfall. And with the stairs and the Vindicator, still like simple commands. Skeletons here, just a few skeletons. Quote unquote a few. Still quite a bit. If we continue on, eating floor. This one, I think it's set up for players. I'm gonna check. Okay, it's not here. It's this side here. Yeah, at player, so I won't be able to, you won't be able to see it. But if you do slash summon fangs, so evoke fangs, basically those things, they kind of just go, a lot of them in a short period of time, hoping to kill. But as you can see, nothing really happens because there's no player there. Now here, exploding window. This is another one of those clone commands. Basically, a creeper spawns, or creeper in the wall, boom, you die. So how I did this effect, basically made two frames. The one with just the glass, and the one with the creeper face. It actually took some time before I made it. And basically cloning it from one corner to the other. And at least here it was important, the structure voids, because the creeper face would be, or at least it was the intent to have it one block sticking out. Didn't go for it apparently. But then again, I also have some sound. Here is the play sound entity creeper primed, which is the hissing sound. The clone to make the creeper there. And play sound glass breaking because he burst through the glass. And then exploding. And then there comes some explosion effects. So as you can see, explosion. Is that the correct one? Explosion. Does that work? Now I don't know if that actually works. Exploding window. I did do clear glass so you could see. Okay, it works. Good. But that's basically just the kill and the explosion and such. Here, pillagers. And you can actually get bad omen from him. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm gonna check if game rule do no, something with raids. Disable raids. Let's see. True. Okay, so it is disabled, so you won't be able to start a raid because of the villagers down there. That's pretty simple. Here another pitfall because, well, why not? I did put ways to die if you survive at the bottom. Here, this time you will be thrown into a fish tank, I guess, without any fishes. Just not gonna put fishes in it because, well, it will be laggy. Next up we have spiders. This one, the glass walls needed to be higher because spiders can climb. Also had to make sure spiders get at the top of the die and not the player up here. Next up, stairfall. For the same, dripstone at the bottom. I'll show like the bottom of a fall place later. Here again, I pick a door. Pretty simple, pretty explanatory. Here another pitfall, but with a safe spot because I want to, I guess, not be that bad. Then again, we have still here another one. 2 space spots. Likely you won't survive unless you just dupe me, which is difficult. And here a fall trap. Basically, certain blocks disappear and you start falling. Pretty easy, just a fail command, like all others. But here, it was, I believe, here that playtester survived in this one. So he was, I think, doing this, and maybe fell. Yeah, like this. He fell in between and survived. Ooh, I've got this. And he actually survived because it is kind of randomly placed, the dripstone. Apparently. So I made kill commands, which I won't press for now. And I guess get rid of that one. Now for the for this space, I actually don't know where the secret, I guess, is. Probably should try and check for it sooner than later. But then again, it's another get a token and such. And back to hub. I am planning on a 5th and final map, which will be automatic for if you're alone. and maybe later on I will extend it and such, who knows. I haven't started on it yet. That's basically all there is here. All there is to say, I think. Maybe in the future, probably when it's completely finished, I will put this on Planet Minecraft, if I can figure out how. Yeah, as you can see here, it's a lot of commands, and even just trying to activate all of them, which I didn't do, but it does work. You can see here, this one is for the skeletons to spawn. Basically just 4 towers with a... these command blocks are just for storage, for the... store the... I guess the location where it's supposed to be done, I guess. I don't know really how to explain. Basically, one input activates all of them. So yeah. Also, if I go here, I think to the pick a door. Yeah, right, that's not it. Where is it? Yeah, here. Well, this is like the buttons, of course, different. But I kind of refined the end part a little bit. And I could shave off one command block. So I'm happy about it. Less commands. And quicker resetting. Also, at this point I used buttons on probably most of the commands. Or at least the resetting part, so I can reset manually over here. Yeah, that's gonna be the devlog or something. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you will enjoy the map too. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll see you maybe in the next stream. Join the Discord server with the link in the description, and I'll probably have this in a playlist where I will put all of my maps. Because this won't be the one and only map that I'll build. I will build more and more and more. But until then, have fun everybody. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.